Good morning. This is Sue. We're going to do a gentle yoga practice today, focusing on our shoulders and shoulder strength. So we'll be warming up those shoulders really well. As you can see, I'm into purple today. So I've got a blanket underneath my hips. I've been trying to sit a little differently lately instead of my legs crossed over, just to get my knees closer to the mat. And this is, elevating your hips is one way to do that. So feel free to get a towel or a blanket to start. So we're going to start by placing our hands on our knees, bringing our thoughts to our breath, and calming our mind this morning. Slowly breathing in and out. Feeling the gentle rise and fall of your chest as you're breathing. And just take one more, deepen the breath a little bit. And slowly let it out. Open your gaze if you've closed your eyes. And we're going to nod our head a few times. And we're going to pretend now like there's a figure 8 out in front of us, but it's sideways. And we're going to move our nose right along that figure 8. So we're going up and down, sideways, warming up the neck. And coming back to neutral. So start warming up our shoulders. So place your fingers on your shoulders. We're going to just make small circles, then make them bigger. And stopping that movement, let's reverse and go towards the front. And then bringing those arms out. And let's go sideways. And maybe take our arm over our head. Okay, 2 more here. And last one. Okay. Now let's inhale and bring our arms up. Reach for the sky. Bring those arms down into cactus. And we're going to push back with those arms, pushing the shoulder blades together. And bring those arms forward. And inhale out, gaze up. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. This time, keep the arms right here, and we're going to move them up and down. Now, in this position, you should feel your shoulder blades pulling apart, stretching apart. Gaze up. And bring the gaze down. And one more up. And down. And bring the arms to the legs. Just take a moment Think about how your body is feeling right now. Hopefully you'll feel a little bit warmed up. We're going to do our cat-cow now, bringing our back into that C position on our exhale, bringing the hands up the legs and inhaling and exhaling. Working on our spine now, making sure that's all warmed up and moving today. And last one, and back to neutral. Bring your legs straight out in front of you. And for this, you might want to remove that blanket. And we're just going to do a forward fold, but remember we hinge from the hips. We do not round the back, which could cause some compression on this front part of our vertebra. So inhale, arms up. Exhale, hinge from the waist. Come forward over those legs, only as far as is comfortable for you. Gaze straight ahead, flex your feet, and feel that stretch in your low back. Come up, inhale. One more time, exhale, and keep breathing here. We'll hold it for a few breaths. And come back up. And one more, come down. Come back up and bring the arms down to your legs. Before we come to tabletop, we'll do one more stretch while we're seated. So place that right leg over your right foot over your left leg. And we're going to raise the arms up. And as we come down, our left elbow is going to come on the outside of that knee. And we're going to twist. And inhale, bring the arms up. And let's twist one more time. And inhale up. Exhale, bring the arms down. Straighten the legs out. Okay, we're going to reverse that. Put our left foot over our right leg. As soon as you're there, bring your arms up, inhale, and on the exhale, come down to the left. Undoing the twist, inhale up, and exhale one more time to the left. Inhale up and come back to neutral. Okay, slide your legs to the side. We're going to come up to tabletop. And let's see what we're doing on tabletop, the balance. I'm going to turn this way. Maybe take off my jacket because I've warmed up. And come to tabletop. With your hands, your fingers spread out. Your hands are directly under your shoulders and your knees are under your hips. And we're going to start off by coming forward and then going around in circles. Warming up the leg muscles, warming up the arms too. They should be pretty warm. Warming up the hips and getting them to move a little bit. And then reversing that. Okay, and stopping the movement. We're going to extend that left leg and the right arm and bring them both up for our first balance pose. And if you're comfortable and you feel like your balance is okay, you might want to try bringing that leg out to the side and back. And once more to the side and back. And bring it down. Of course, we have to do the other side. So bring that right leg back. Bring it up. And bring that left arm out. And try to bring that right leg to the side. One side might be better than the other. Okay. And bring it back down. Now let's curl our toes and use your hands to push yourself up and bring some weight on your feet. Stretch those feet out. All right. And come forward. We're going to do some more cat-cow in this position. So exhaling, rounding the back. Inhaling, arching the back. And stopping the movement, tucking your toes and pushing with your feet and your hands. Go up into down dog. And down dog is a great strengthening pose for your shoulders. So we're just going to let our head hang, soften our knees. And breathe. And this time on the next inhale, bring the body forward into a nice plank. Push back up into down dog. And forward into plank. Nice straight back. Push back into down dog. Forward into plank, and this time hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And push back into plank. Walk those feet to your hands. You're in a forward fold. Soften the knees. I like to grab hold of my elbows when I'm in the forward fold. Put your hands to the mat. Push up halfway. Exhale. Come all the way up. Bring the arms up. And bring those arms back down to your sides. Okay, we're going to do just a few balance poses here. And the first one, I'm going to come to the back of my mat. One leg, both legs are going to point to the left here, both feet. A couple feet apart. And this is to practice balance if you were going to fall, practicing recovering from that fall before it even happens can help your balance. So our toes are pointed kind of at an angle off this way. And we're going to push our arms as we bend that front knee. The knee should not go over those toes. And then pull. So I'm pulling back and my toes are coming up. Push. Pull. Push and shift that weight forward. Pulling, we're shifting the weight back onto this leg. Pushing. Pulling, pushing, pulling. There's the movement right there. Now we can change this up and bring our hands out and back. Look, we're frosting a cake. Make sure those toes come up. And we're shifting that weight one more time. And then bring the legs together. Let's do that on the other side. So get our toes lined up. Remember that knee, you should be able to see your toes down there. Don't let that knee come too far forward. And this is our push. Pull. Push and bend the knee. Pull and straighten the knee. Push. Toes down, toes up. Toes down, toes up. And let's spread that frosting on the cake. And one final time. And bring the legs together. Okay, what else did I have? One more balance pose as long as we're here. Let's come into our chair. Feet hip distance apart. And sit back in that chair. Bring the shoulders down, the knees are bent, the back is straight. And inhale up and exhale back into the chair. Now shift that weight into your left foot and try to get that right knee on top of right ankle on top of the left knee. And bring it up and back down. Shake it out a little bit. This time we're going to go into our chair again. Settle into your chair. Shift that weight to your right foot and bring that left ankle over your knee. And bring it up and back down. Okay, to come back down to the floor, we're going to do some sun salutations. So I'll turn sideways again. So back is straight, arms are in mountain pose. Bring those arms up as you inhale. Little back bend, forward fold. Come halfway up. Exhale, come all the way up. And forward fold. Halfway up. Exhale, all the way up. Forward fold. Just a simple sun salutation, last one. And we're back down here. Bring the feet apart a little bit. And let's go into a forward fold, forward hang for just a second. Bring your hands to the mat. Come down to your knees. And we're going to hold a pose here called puppy pose, and it looks a lot like down dog, but we're on our knees and we're going to slide our arms forward. Now it's okay you can leave the arms extended, bring the head down, or lean on those elbows and bring your head down. Yeah, push yourself back up to the tabletop. Give yourself a minute. Move those shoulders a little bit. We're going to do this puppy pose once again. So you're in tabletop. You're going to walk those hands forward. Shift the weight onto your arms a little bit and come down. And push back up. And come all the way up to kneeling. So that was a workout on our shoulders. Let's move them around a little bit. Come back this way. Bring them in and out. Okay, I'm going to come back to the middle of the mat. My feet are flat and back. I'm going to intertwine my fingers, bring them out, stretch those shoulder blades. Bring the arms up, gaze up. And we're going to rotate those arms to the right. Make a big circle. Exhaling down, inhaling up. And bringing those arms forward again, releasing the grasp, and shaking them out a little bit. Okay, let's go the other way. Intertwine those hands, bring them out in front of you. Bring the arms up and rotate them the other way. And two more. And stop at the top. And exhale, bring the arms down. Okay, let's come down to the mat again. You're going to be doing fish pose to further strengthen our shoulders, working on our shoulder strength here. And we're going to start with our legs out to the side, sitting up. Lower yourself back on your elbows and all the way down. Pause here for just a moment. And take a few breaths. Okay, bring your head towards the ceiling. And we're going to bring our arms, come up to our elbows. Bring those hands under your hips. And then let the head hang back into fish pose. Opening up the chest, strengthening those shoulders. And breathe. And bring the head back up. Push yourself up to sitting. We're going to go back into fish one more time for a few breaths. So come back all the way down. Bring those hands, my palms are on the mat. Bring those hands under your hips and then push through the elbows. Come up and let the head come back. Come back down. In between these two poses, we're going to do Apanasana. Squeeze both of our legs into the chest. And release. Squeeze those knees again. And release those legs all the way down. Okay, leaving your knees bent. Palms on the floor. Bring those feet in close to your hips. And we're going to raise our hips into the air. Keeping your legs together, your knees together. Pressing into your palms, pressing into your feet and your shoulders, of course. This is working on shoulder strength also. And come down. Do a few more of those. Come up. Remember to keep your knees together. Come down. And last one, push up. And bring it down. And bring those knees into the chest. Roll them around in a circle. And go the other way. Should feel good on your back. And bring the feet down. Bring the right leg over your left. Bring your arms out into a T. Your palms are down. And let those legs fall to the left. And gaze to the right. Try to keep your shoulders on the mat. And bring the legs up. Or we're going to reverse that and bring the left leg over the right. And let the legs fall to the right. And gazing to the left. Shoulder blades on the mat. Bringing the legs back up and down to the mat. Arms to your sides. And let's bring those legs all the way up. And one leg at a time, slowly lower it to the mat. Use your abdominals. Okay, bring the other leg down to the mat. And you're in Shavasana. You can leave your palms down, or I like to bring them up. So let's take a moment just to let our bodies recover. Bring our thoughts back to the breath. Feel your mat and the earth supporting your body in this position. And one more breath in and out. And slowly bend your knees. Use your arms and rotate your body over to the right. Use the hands as a pillow under your head. And when you're ready, use your hands to push yourself back up into an easy seated position. Bring your hands to heart center. Today, I hope we've worked on the shoulders a little bit. I hope your shoulders are feeling a little bit stronger. You may have noticed some decorations in the room, so whichever holiday that you're celebrating, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Christmas, or any other holiday, I wish you the best. I always welcome your comments. Close your gaze. Namaste.